This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
And welcome to Game 2 of the MACJC men's round of the basketball tournament here at East Mississippi. Let's take you to the floor for tonight's starting lineups.
First, for the number 4, North Senior Illinois Indians from Fulton, Mississippi. A 6'4" sophomore from Baldwin. Number 2, Michael Crump.
No.
Number 3.
Hey, that ain't right. That ain't right.
A 6'6" freshman from Atlanta, Georgia, number 5, Tyler Smith.
Number 3, not number 2.
Correction on the starting lineup is number 3, not number 2. Next, 6'6" freshman from Atlanta, number 10, Antoine Porter. 6'5" freshman from Memphis, Tennessee, number 11, Brandon Brown. 6'3" sophomore from Holton, number 22, Madarius Hobson. The head coach of the Indians is Grant Payne. He is assisted by Eric Bowman. Next, for the number 1 Southeast Pro Football, Quarterfinals, Mississippi. A 6'6" freshman from Valencia, number 2, Jeremiah Wilkins. A 6'7" sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee, number 5, Roderick Brown. 6'2" sophomore from Ellenville, Georgia, number 10, Tay Barry. 6'10" sophomore from Columbia, South Carolina, number 11, Isaiah Moore. 6'7" sophomore from Oklahoma, number 22, Cameron Smith. The head coach is Chris Coney. His assistant by Hayden.
And there is your Coca-Cola starting lineups for both ICC and the number 2 Pearl River Wildcats. Pearl River comes in with a record of 22-0. They are the number 1 seed out of the South. As we just said, the new poll came out today. They stayed at number 2 in the country. So it goes without saying your ICC Indians, well, they've got their hands full today as they'll be taking on Pearl River. So let's take a look at today's Coca-Cola starting lineups. They did call it out wrong over the PA system, as it's number 3, Trevante Doolittle, number 5, Tyler Smith, number 10, Antoine Porter, number 11, Brandon Brown, and number 22, Madarius Hobson are your starters for your ICC Indians. ICC will be in blue, trimmed in red and white. And then for Pearl River, you've got number 2, Jerrion Wilkins, number 5, Roderick Brown, number 10, Tay Hardy, number 11, Isaiah Moore, and number 22, Cameron Smith. Those are your starters here for Pearl River. So Pearl River will have the opening tip, that First American National Bank opening tip being brought to you by First American National Bank there in Fulton. So the Wildcats with the basketball working on the far side of the floor. The gym has slimmed down tremendously as that shot is up, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, no. Third time is not a charm. Ball is going to be tipped out of bounds, and it's going to belong to the Indians. And so first miss there, and now ICC with their first trip down the floor. Adam Gore, Lee Adams here on hand. Lee's up top running the camera for the broadcast today. We do appreciate those tuning in here on Let'sGoICCTV.com, the red channel. Spins inside, turnaround shot is up, no good. And the rebound is corralled by Pearl River. So both teams with the open possession could not come away with points. Now here come the Wildcats on the other end. Floater is up, no good. Rebound, and held that time by Brandon Brown. So ICC is doing a good job on that trip down, even though the first time down, Pearl River had multiple opportunities at some offensive rebounds. That time only one and done. Brown with the basketball. Thought about the 3. Now drops it off to Hobson. Hobson swings it out wide to Porter. Porter back up top now. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Brown wants the 3-pointer on its way. Yes! Big basket there as Brandon Brown drills the 3-pointer, and ICC takes a 3-0 lead here to start the contest. 18:35 to go until halftime. The winner of this game will get Jones, as they won a thriller over host East Mississippi in the first game of the day. As Pearl River now with the basketball. Spins it around, and there is going to be a turnover. Doolittle takes it away. He's going to go inside. Layup is good. Doolittle gets the steal and the layup, and ICC out to a 5-0 lead here over the number 2 team in the country, Pearl River. Pearl River with the basketball now, trying to drive baseline, looking to go underneath. Shot's no good. Rebound tipped around, and Brandon Brown finds it. Now ICC won't up the tempo a little bit. Porter with the basketball. Didn't like what he sees. Now backs it back out to Brandon Brown. So they're going to reset the offense now. Trevante Doolittle with the ball, taking over at the point guard position, working off a Doolittle screen. Drives inside. His shot is blocked. And a lot of contact, but no foul call. The officials say the ball will stay with ICC on the baseline. Even though there was a lot of contact there, I do agree with the no call, as he got all ball, and I think Doolittle just tried to flop a little to get the call. So the ball will be ICC ball on the baseline. Shot was blocked by 11. As they're going to lob this one back inside, as this is Tyler Smith with it. 8 seconds now on the shot clock. Brown with the basketball. Going to have to do something with it. Now looking to go to work. Step back jumper high. Arching is off the mark, no good. And could have been offensive goaltending as he went up to get the ball. It hit the rim, but they're going to say play on. So Pearl River with the basketball. ICC with a 5-0 lead here. Trap in the paint. Now they kick it back around the corner. In a hurry they go. 3-point basket on its way. Off the mark, no good. Rebound, though, to Pearl River. Thought about to put back, lost a handle on it. And the Wildcats keep it. Jumper on its way, good. First basket of the game for Pearl River. That's Roderick Brown. And it's a 5-2 contest now in favor of your Indians. So frantic start to this one as Porter now with the basketball. Works it over to Smith. Smith wants the jumper. Back iron, no good. Brown with another rebound, and there's going to be a foul. That foul is going to be on Wilkins, Jerian Wilkins. His first foul of the ball game for either team. 5-2 is your score. 16:45 to go until halftime. ICC with the lead here over the number 2 team in the country, Pearl River. Lob it inside. This is Porter now. Porter spots up for a long 2. Back iron, no good. And the rebound flying around, and Pearl River collects it. Now, ball up the floor. Doolittle had it for a moment. Then Pearl River gets it back. Leaves it to a 2-on-1 break. In the middle they go. Layup is up and good. That's Cameron Smith, the Okolona native, coming in and getting the basket there. And now it's a 1-point contest, 5-4. ICC jumped out to a 5-0 lead after a 3-pointer by Brown and a layup by Doolittle. But since then, haven't been able to put any points on the board. Doolittle going to have to do so. Or excuse me, that's not Doolittle. That's Brown with the basketball. Dribbling around now over to Mayday. Mayday ball fakes, drives in the middle. Floater in the paint is up in and good. That was Hobson that time. Madarius Hobson with his first points of the contest, and ICC now leads it 7-4. Pearl River with the basketball now, working against a man-to-man defense out of your Indians. Squeeze it up top. Ball went away for a moment. He's able to chase it back down. Around the corner they go with it. Looking to drive to the baseline, take it away. Now spots it back up top. Extra pass. Baseline drive, not there. Good defense out of the Indians. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Going to have to hurry. Puts it up with 1. Jumper on its way, and the iron extremely kind. As that was Wilkins for 2 there, and got it off just before the shot clock expired. Makes it 7-6. Coming up on 15:15 to go here in the first half. Madarius Hobson, the reigning MACJC Player of the Week. He's been named that twice this season. He had the basketball, now drops it off to Doolittle. Inside they go to Hobson. Hobson kicks it out to Porter. Porter from the 3. It's good. Antoine Porter buries the 3-pointer from the corner, and ICC leads this one 10-6. Inside 15 minutes to play now. Inside they go with it. Layup is on its way. No good, but we have a whistle. And should have a pair of free throws coming up here, as that foul's going to be whistled on Tyler Smith. His first foul, team first foul. And so this will send Brown to the free throw line for a 2-shot opportunity here. 10-6, ICC with the lead. Pearl River to the free throw line. First free throw on its way and good. Brown now with 3 points. Substitution into the game. This substitution being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. Remember to follow them on Twitter at ICCBSU as Tremontrus Mitchell comes into the contest. Mitchell into the contest for the first time this evening. Waiting the second free throw here from Brown. And it's good as well. He's got 4 points to lead the Wildcats in scoring right now. Big makes theirs. It makes it a 2-point contest, 10-8. Pearl River going to jump out in that press as Mitchell throws over the top of it. Brown's going to try to chase it down, saved it in bounds, but Pearl River takes it away. Now here comes the Wildcats on the other end, trying to push, see if they can tie the contest, and that's going to be a blocking foul. Whistled there on Mitchell on the drive. Well, a good call that time. Mitchell really didn't have his feet set to try to take that charge. Now, he is a guy that was not afraid to take a charge for the Indians. That time just got caught with a block. Second foul, his first foul. Second foul, I should say, on the team. So Pearl River with the basketball now. Swinging it around the perimeter. Steps inside the three-point line. Now kicks it back out, trying to go inside with it. Looking to turn around in the paint. Jumper is up. Back iron, no good. In the rebound. Guess who? Brandon Brown with another board. He's got 4 rebounds so far in the contest. Shout out Kevin Maloney and Blake Long for helping us out with stats tonight for the tournament as well. Indians with the basketball now. This is Hobson, swings it around to Doolittle. Doolittle steps up, wants a long three. It's off the mark, no good. And the rebound pulled down that time by Pearl River. Now here come the Wildcats on the other end. Well, it wouldn't be postseason play if ICC and Pearl River didn't get together, as there's a long three-point basket for Smith. Up, in, and good. And now Pearl River takes the first lead of the night, or I should say afternoon here, 11-10, 13:45 to go until halftime. Indians led as much as 5. Wildcats currently with their largest lead of the day at 1. First lead of the day is actually Brown with the basketball. Now wanting to drive inside, cuts up. Shot is up and good. Good job by Brandon Brown being strong and finishing around the basket. He's now got 5 points in the contest. And ICC retakes the lead. 12-11 now is your score in favor of the Indians. Wildcats with the basketball. Wanting to work one-on-one. Ducks underneath, puts up a jumper, is off the mark, no good. And Brown with another rebound. What can Brown do for you? He's got 5 rebounds and 5 points so far in the contest. Having himself a heck of an afternoon here in Scuba. Brown with the basketball, now works it over to Madarius Hobson, wanting to work one-on-one. He pulls up for 3, yes! Mayday buries the three-pointer. That was something you didn't see a lot of out of the first half of the season, but he has been strong with that here in the second half. Lead now is back to 4. 15-11, 12 and a half to play now in the first half. Turnaround shot up, no good, but there's a foul on the Indians. And that was going to be on Brandon Brown, his first foul. 12:27 to go here until halftime. This is going to send number 11 Moore to the free throw line. You take a look at this Pearl River lineup, they are not lacking height. 6 foot, 6'3", 6'6", 6'7", 6'4", 6'7", 6'2", 6'10", 6'4", 6'7", 6'7". Oh, and there's a guy that's 5'9". That first free throw, no good. So the first free throw is no good. Checking into the game now is Kelvin Alvin wearing number 1 and Earl Smith wearing number 4. Second free throw is up, in, and good for Moore. And another substitution in the game here. This is going to be number 3, Jarian Wilkins. So ICC with it. Pearl River getting to set up in the press, and haven't set up in the press much here in this game simply because they haven't had a lot of opportunities out of a made shot. 15-12 now is your score. 12:15 to go here in the first half. This is Trevante Doolittle with the basketball. Wanting to work off a Hobson screen. Good switch that time by Pearl River. Now kicks it into the corner. That's Mitchell. Up, no good. Offensive rebound is Tyler Smith. Trying to bully his way inside, but good defense by Pearl River forces him to kick it back out. To go back and finish my thought from earlier as Hobson wants to work one-on-one. Smith with it now, drives inside, puts the shot up, and count the basket. There's a nominee for a What a Play Wednesday there as Tyler Smith gets the shot to fall. And the lead back to 5, largest of the night here for the Indians. But yeah, to go back and talk about it earlier, why it wouldn't feel like the playoffs if ICC and Pearl River didn't get together. It seems like every time ICC gets in the postseason play, it either opens up with Pearl River or somehow the road eventually will lead to Pearl River. And not only do the guys play Pearl River today, but tomorrow at 3 o'clock, the Lady Indians will take on the Wildcats as well. As there's a foul on the rebound, and I believe this one's going to go against the Wildcats. And it is, and that one's going to go against Roderick Brown. His first foul. ICC's hit 3 3-pointers so far here in the first half. They lead at 18-12. That's the largest lead of the night here for your Indians. Brown with the basketball now. Dribbles across half court. Man-to-man defense out of the Wildcats. Pretty much what we've seen all day today out of Pearl River. Doolittle with the basketball now. Wanting to work off a screen. Nothing there. Now dribbles it around. Sees a trap. Kicks it out to Smith. To Hobson. Hobson ball fakes. Now he wants the long 3. It's bouncing around. No good. Coming up on now 11 minutes to play. 18-12. ICC leading the number 2 team in the country. NBA range 3. Money from Kelvin Alvin as he hit that one from well beyond NBA range and makes it a 3-point contest now inside 11 minutes to play. Brown picks up his dribble, sees the trap, works it over to Doolittle now. Doolittle didn't like what he sees, going to go to the corner with it. Pearl River recovers nicely defensively. Inside they go to Hobson. Hobson's turnaround shot is up, no good. The Indians with back-to-back trips now where they've had some pretty good looks, just couldn't get any shots to fall. Inside they go, kicks it back out, a lot of contact, no foul. And now they swing it back around. 3-pointer to tie it. Yes, they do. Back-to-back jacks now from Kelvin Alvin. He's got 6 points, and we're tied. 18-18. And ICC wants a timeout. Timeout on the floor. We're going to take the timeout with them here. A few words from our sponsors. 18-18 is your score. 10:23 to play here in the first half. Back with more right after this.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
And welcome back out of the timeout. That timeout being brought to you by the ICC Indian delegation. Reminding you that it's time to set up a tour at ICC by visiting iccms.edu. That's iccms.edu. Interesting first half stats. It's been a 3-point shooting contest so far. ICC 3 of 6, and there's going to be a double dribble call. Pearl River 3 of 15. Points in the paint. ICC leads that 8-2, and then bench points is led by Pearl River 6-0 over the Indians. ICC making some of their first substitutions during that timeout as Carlton, wearing number 1, checks into the contest, and number 15, Rance Champ, checks in as well. We'll try to reset your Coca-Cola starting lineup here in a moment as there's a blocked shot by Hobson. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay Pearl River basketball on the baseline. It's a Wildcats ball on the baseline. Let's go ahead and reset your Coca-Cola lineup here for the Indians. Number 3, Trevante Doolittle. Number 2, Madarius Hobson, and he just picks up the foul. We've also got number 15, Rance Champ. Number 1, Kendricus Carlton. And number 5, Tyler Smith. That's your lineup on the floor right now. Is that foul on Madarius Hobson, his first foul. And a chance at a 3-point play the old-fashioned way here for Wilkins. And Teron Wilkins misses that free throw. Rebound is to Doolittle. 20-18, Pearl River with their largest lead of the game now at 2. Indians with the basketball. 9:38 and counting to go here until halftime. We invite you to stay tuned for the Little Caesars halftime report. We'll have some stats and more coming your way here at halftime. 4 seconds now on the shot clock. Carlton drives inside. Puts up a wild jumper. It doesn't touch any rim, and the rebound, though, pulled down by Pearl River. Now here come the Wildcats. Drop it off over the middle. Layup is good. That was number 5, Brown, with the layup. And it should be 22-18, but don't have the points on the board right now.
Ball screen! Ball screen!
Inside 9 minutes to play. Doolittle with the basketball. Pull-up jumper for the southpaw. Off the mark, no good. Carlton with the rebound. Going to reset the offense. Scoreboard showing 20-18. I believe it's a 22-18 score right now. No, it is right. So it is 20-18. Smith tries to go inside, and they call him for a travel. Good call that time as he shuffled that pivot foot as he turned around to throw it away, and then the ball goes out of bounds. So that's what it was there. It was the layup. So we got a substitution coming into the game. Darius Hobson will check out. Checking in will be number 10, Antoine Porter. These substitutions being brought to you by our friends at the Bank of Okolona. Visit bankofokolona.com for more information. John Harrod and Company, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics. Drive to the basket is up, in, and good. Earl Smith with the basket. And that makes it a 22-18 score now, as ICC going to have to try to hurry up and get it in here. Doolittle with the basketball, just lets traffic clear. Man-to-man defense, full court is the situation here out of the Wildcats. Largest lead of the night now at 4, 22-18. Carlton with the basketball. Works it over now. This is going to be Porter. Porter thought about the 3. They're daring him to shoot it. Now drops it off to Doolittle. Doolittle trying to drive inside. Goes behind the back, kicks it into the corner. Porter ball fakes, now kicks it inside to Smith. Going to have to get the shot up instead, turns it over. Now here comes Pearl River on the other end. And that's going to be a charge. Well, that one was a tough one to take there as Carlton absorbed that blow and came up shaking his elbow there after he hit the floor. Substitution coming into the game is going to be Brandon Brown. Checking out will be Trevante Doolittle. 22-18 is your score. 7:37 to go here until halftime. ICC going to try to get another substitution here, as this is going to be Shamar Brown coming into the game as well. So Brown coming in for the first time today. So ICC will throw it in, and Pearl River once again man-to-man, trying to deny Carlton the basketball, throws it ahead, nearly turns it over. Coach Pate asking for the guys to slow it down now. Brandon Brown with the basketball, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Wanting to work one-on-one, nearly had his pocket picked there. Tough defense out of the Wildcats. 7:18 to go here now until halftime. ICC trailing 22-18. Porter with the basketball. 5 seconds now on the shot clock. Carlton's going to have to do something. Ball fakes, puts it up, and couldn't get it to fall. Rebound, though, to Brown. My goodness. Brandon Brown is just cleaning the boards today. Now inside 7 minutes of play. 22-18 is the score. Brown wanting to drive inside. Puts the shot off the side of the backboard. It's loose on the floor. Still loose, and Pearl River comes away with it. Wildcats trying to get out and run in the open floor. ICC getting back nicely defensively. Inside they go now. Thought about the 3. Into the corner they go. Three-pointer on its way. Good. Big three-point basket. Knocked down that time by Tay Hardy. Just moved the ball around. ICC just couldn't find it quick enough. And now Pearl River out to its largest lead of the night, now at 25-18. Indians need a basket in a big way here. Carlton with it. Kicks it out. Into the corner they go. Shamar Brown wants the three-pointer. Off the mark. No good. Nobody inside to rebound for ICC, and no easy rebound there for the Wildcats. Now here comes Pearl River, looking to drive inside, drops it off, and there's going to be a travel. Don't know that he was expecting the basketball that time, shuffled his feet, and the ball will go back to ICC. Darius Hobson will check into the contest. This substitution being brought to you by Renaissance Bank. Renaissance Bank, understanding you, renaissancebank.com. So Hobson's going to have to inbounds it here, looking for someone to come up and help, and Rance Champ does. Now sends it over to Brown. Brandon Brown with the basketball. Brandon Brown. Antoine Porter. You got Darius Hobson, Rance Champ, and Shamar Brown on the floor here for the Indians. Brandon Brown with the basketball now, trying to work off a screen, looking to go inside, nothing there. Works it over now to Shamar Brown. Shamar has the basketball, 4 seconds on the shot clock. Going to have to hurry. Madarius Hobson puts one up and drills it. Big shot there from Madarius Hobson as the shot clock was running down. Mayday leads the Indians with 8. 4-point contest, 25-21, 5:25 to play here. Shot blocked that time by Hobson. Second time Madarius has blocked a shot and then came away with the loose ball as well. Good hustle on the part there out of the sophomore out of Hawka. 25-21, ICC trailing. Brown drives inside. Scoop shot, layup is good. Brandon Brown now with 7 points. A big basket there. Makes it a 25-23 advantage in favor of the Wildcats. They built their lead as large as 7. Now ICC has trimmed it to 2. And a carry call there on Earl Smith. And now another substitution is coming into the game here. Mass substitutions coming into the game for ICC. Trevante Doolittle is coming into the contest. 4:49 to play here. 25-23 is your score. Indians led as much as 6 in this contest. The Wildcats have led as much as 7. It's a 2-point game now. Brown drives inside, trying to tie it up, and he's hammered on the drive to the basket. So we'll have some free throws coming up here for Brandon Brown. Brown has 7 points. Madarius Hobson leading all scorers with 8 so far this afternoon. Well, one thing's for sure, the heater is working in the gym today. It is hot in here. And Kevin Maloney is wearing a jacket. I don't know what I can do with this kid. First free throw is up in and good for Brandon Brown. He's got 8. Second free throw was good as well for Brown. Is that ball? So stolen away there by the Indians. 25-25 is the score. 4:20 to play here in the first half. Porter with the basketball, spots up for 3. That one off the mark, no good. Nobody but white shirts inside the rebound, as that one was inhaled that time by Cameron Smith. Now here come the Wildcats. Kicks it back out to Smith for 3. That one short, no good. Rebound tipped around. Pearl River finds it. Shot is up in and good. Isaiah Moore with the putback. He's got 3 points on the afternoon. 27-25 now. Back and forth we go in this one. ICC, the number 4 seed out of the north, taking on the number 1 seed out of the south, number 2 in the country, Pearl River. And they trail it by 2 right now. Porter with the basketball, wanting to drive inside. Goes up strong as the shot was blocked, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by ICC as it goes out of bounds, so the ball back to Pearl River. Substitution coming into the game, Shamar Brown back into the contest. Checking out will be Antoine Porter. Remind you to join us tomorrow right back here on the Red Channel at 3 o'clock as the women will take on Pearl River tomorrow in the opening round of the MACJC tournament. 27-25, 3.5 to play now until halftime. Pearl River with the lead and the basketball. Swings it up top now, so on to the left wing. ICC stinging that man-to-man defense pretty much where they've been all day today. Trying to find it inside, nothing there. Tough defense out of the Indians. Now they do go inside with it. There's a trap in the paint. Kick it out, spot up for a 3-pointer on its way. Good. Earl Smith just camping around and drills that one. 5th 3-pointer of the game. Pearl River 63% from 3 so far in the contest as they push the lead now. There's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to be Pearl River, or excuse me, ICC basketball. 30-25, Pearl River leading the Indians. 2:45 to go here. So we're going to try to lob it back and due to Brandon Brown. Brown with the basketball, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Asking for a screen from Hobson. Instead, it's going to step back and take an NBA range 3. Back iron, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Pearl River. Well, Pearl River's doing a great job of keeping ICC to one and done on the offensive end so far here in the first half. Wildcats wanting to drive. Layup is off the mark, no good. Rebound slapped out of bounds, last touch by Pearl River. And so the ball will go back to the Indians. 2:21 to go until halftime. 30-25 is the score. Pearl River with the lead. ICC with the basketball. Going to try to finish this final 2:21 of the first half. Strong here to see if they can take a little bit of a surge. They've led as much as 6 in this contest. Pearl River has led as much as 7. This has been back and forth action throughout this first half. Not a whole lot of opportunities to take a break, and actually I don't think we've even taken a break other than one timeout so far. Inside the drive, Doolittle shot good. Doolittle with his 4th point of the contest. And Pearl River finishes strong that time as Isaiah Moore puts it down, and he's got 5 points now, 32-27. It's pretty much anything you can do, I can do better in that transition there. As now ICC with the basketball. Brandon Brown trying to go on the dribble, picked up nicely that time, trying to work off a screen. Step back jumper on its way, off the mark, no good. Rebound tipped out, but controlled by Wilkins of Pearl River. 32-27, Pearl River with the lead now. 1:25, and there's a steal by Hobson. Hobson takes it away, and he's going to lay it in. Thought we might have saw the first ever dunk there from Adarius Hobson, but instead he lays it in. He's got 10. Mayday getting for sure points there. Makes it a 32-29 contest. Loose ball. Pearl River finds it. Layup is up in and good for Cameron Smith. Cameron Smith in the right spot at the right time that time as the ball just found him. And now it's 34-29. Inside a minute to play now. Doolittle with the basketball now. Surveying the defense. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Doolittle behind the back, splits defenders, tries to put the shot up, and they're going to say ball out of bounds. I didn't know if they were going to call a foul or they're going to call out of bounds, but say out of bounds. Last touch by the Wildcats. So it'll be ICC basketball. 41 seconds to play here in the first half. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Going to have to get it in bounds, and they're going to try to throw over the top, and Carlton can't get to it. It's taken away by Pearl River. Goes up in and under, no good. Put back, no. Third time is a charm, and we've got a foul. Well, Carlton couldn't really do anything underneath that time as Isaiah Moore got big, got physical, missed his first putback, and then missed his first dunk attempt, and then dunked it back that second time, and Carlton was just up in no man's land, and he's going to be hit with the foul, so a chance at a three-point play the old-fashioned way here. Moore's free throw is up and rattles around, finds its way home. Moore with 8 points in the contest. That's a big three-point swing there as ICC was trying to get back in this one, and then the turnover and the easy basket on the other end plus the foul. So Hobson with it now. Drops it off to Doolittle. Doolittle was going to dribble over on the right side of the floor. He's got Carlton over there along with Tyler Smith. 8 seconds now on the shot clock. Going to have to hurry. About 4 seconds difference in the shot clock and the game clock. Mayday tries to put one up, loses the handle on the basketball. Shot from half court is off the mark, no good. Didn't really need to put that one up that quick, but they get the offensive rebound in the put in, and oh, that one hurt. That one hurt. You get them to take the ill-advised shot just before halftime, and that was Moore in the right spot at the right time yet again, and he gets his 10th point of the contest. And it's a 39-29 score here at the break. We're going to take a timeout here from a few of our sponsors and come back with the first half stats. ICC trails it by 10. Back with more right after this from Scuba.
Get a Little Caesars large, extra most bestest stuffed crust pizza, topped with pepperoni and cheese, and stuffed with over 3 feet of cheese in the crust. That's right, we stuffed cheese into the crust of the pizza with extra cheese and the most pepperoni. All at the nation's best price of just $9. Try our convenient app and Pizza Portal pickup.
Pizza, pizza. My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef.
No, corn-fed.
On the grill.
Nah, flat top.
Iceberg lettuce.
Nah, arugula. Jalapeno.
No way. Avocado, dude.
Medium rare. Gotta be well done.
Brioche.
Sesame seed.
American cheese.
Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? What? Turkey's for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that.
Strictly with a Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
And welcome back here at halftime. Pearl River closed on a pretty impressive run to stretch this lead out to 10, 39-29 here at the break. Let's take a look at some of our first half highlights being brought to you by our friends at Little Caesars. And also take a look at some first half stats being brought to you by Sonic. Do want to give a shout out to my guys, Kevin Maloney, Blake Long, for helping out with the tournament this week. Keeping up with those stats there. Those coming in handy here for sure. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of those highlights. And let's start with some first half stats, and let's start with Pearl River. They were led in scoring by 8 points by Isaiah Moore, who hit that layup just before halftime to give Pearl River that 10-point advantage. And it was 7 points from Cameron Smith, 6 points from Kelvin Allen, 5 points from Hardy and Smith. You had 4 points from Brown, and then 2 points from Jarian Wilkins, 2 points for Jaron Wilkins, and that rounds out your scoring there. For ICC, they were led by Medarius Hobson's 10 points in the first half. Brandon Brown, an impressive first half, 9 points, 7 rebounds. Then it was 4 points for Trevante Doolittle, 3 points for Tyler Smith, 3 points for Antoine Porter. Take a look at some first half shooting numbers for ICC. They were 37% from the floor, 40 from 3, 100% from the free throw line at 3 for 3. Then for Pearl River, they were 48% from the floor. They are 5 of 9 for 3 and 4 of 6 from the free throw line, so 67% from the free throw line. Points in the paint, Pearl River, who trailed that at 1 point, they now lead that 16-14. Points off turnovers, 9 each. Second chance opportunities, Pearl River had the advantage there, 11-3 over ICC. Fast break points, Pearl River with the advantage, 5-4. Bench, that's the difference in the game right now. Pearl River's bench is outscoring ICC 13-0. So once again, those are your first half stats being brought to you by our friends at Sonic. You saw the replays there being brought to you by Little Caesars. ICC rebounding department being out rebounded 20-16. Turnover is even at 6, and then really nobody in significant foul trouble for either team. So that's going to be part of our Little Caesars halftime report. We're going to take a break here, a few words from our sponsors, and come back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network. Indians trail at 39-29 at the break.
Get a Little Caesars large extra most bestest stuffed crust pizza topped with pepperoni and cheese and stuffed with over 3 feet of cheese in the crust. That's right, we stuffed cheese into the crust of the pizza with extra cheese and the most pepperoni, all at the nation's best price of just $9. Try our convenient app and Pizza Portal pickup.
Pizza.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
The Car Hop Classic for just $2.99 is the perfect 1-2 punch of flavor and value.
Time that.
You need a trainer to help you eat the burger?
Hey, stay out of this. Don't get in my head, man. There's barely room for me in there.
Hurry in and try quarter-pound double cheeseburger or 6-inch Philly plus tots for $2.99.
My mom never let me eat this much cookie dough.
What would she say if she saw you eating this big scoop cookie dough blast?
I don't know. Why ask her?
Don't tell your father.
Oh, naughty, naughty.
Hurry in and scoop up our new cookie dough treats. Try order ahead to get happy hour anytime.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Press conference today was great. It's wonderful when we can get the presidents together, leadership from community colleges, but even more importantly, to have the governor standing there with us and have Governor Reeves sharing his thoughts about our focus and our efforts in workforce and how we can begin to move the needle for Mississippi and really make a true impact. You know, it's hard to imagine not funding Mississippi community colleges when you think about the fact that 75%, 3 out of 4 Mississippi Community College graduates stay and work in Mississippi. And when you also think about 93, 95% of our students are Mississippi residents. So we're doing the work of Mississippi and we are truly preparing tomorrow's workforce.
Well, we hope today that continued emphasis, continued awareness takes place about the great work that community colleges are doing. Also an awareness about the funding needs, the needs to continue to be able to provide workforce training dollars to assist students, but also academic and career technical students, but really showcasing the transformative work that community colleges play in the entire state of Mississippi.
It's amazing to watch in my 23 years experience in community colleges to see the impact it makes individually for students, that it really truly changes their lives through education. So many of our students come in with the end in mind, but there's others that don't quite know what they want to do, and we're able to put them on a path to a great career, whether that be through our career and technical programs or onto a university for a 4-year degree. But we are the beginning point and really the path that makes it possible because of our financial point. The fact that they can come in and not build a tremendous amount of debt or any debt at all and transfer on to finish that degree or go straight to the workforce. And we're so proud of our students and what they accomplish.
Student involvement is a top priority here at Itawamba Community College.
If you want to be involved with student government, then the Student Government Association is the place for you.
If you have a stellar GPA, then Phi Theta Kappa is for you.
If you're interested in the diverse culture of our campus population, then the Diversity Club is for you.
If you're interested in leadership and service, then Indian Delegation is for you.
If you're majoring in computer programming or computer networking, then CPNA, the Computer Programming Networking Association, is for you.
If you're interested in good conversations and free lunch on Thursdays, then the Wesley Foundation is for you.
Our health science programs also have specific organizations for those majors.
Student Activities is excited to bring you new opportunities here at the ICC Tupelo campus.
Whatever your passion may be, we have a place for you.
This video is brought to you by Phi Theta Kappa, Beta Chi Sigma, Tupelo campus.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're just moments away from starting the second half of play. ICC trailing the number 2 team in the country 39-29 after a strong run there to close the first half of play by Pearl River. This is a 39-29 score now. Here's where we're waiting to start. Pearl River will have the ball to start the second half. So Wildcats with the basketball. As we said, a strong close to the first half helped give them that 10-point advantage to start the second half here. Pearl River in white, ICC in blue. Indians falling back in a zone defense. First time tonight we've seen the Indians in a zone defense, so Pearl River trying to adjust to that. It was all man-to-man in the first half. Baseline drive, wild shot put up, no good. Rebound loose on the floor, and that's Madarius Hobson who had it, lost it, and it's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to belong to ICC. Last touch by Pearl River. Well, the Indians are trying to get out and push that time, just couldn't quite find the basketball. Slapped out of bounds and allowing the Wildcats defense to reset here. Just now starting here in the second half of play, ICC trailing by 10. That's the largest lead of the afternoon for the Wildcats. Indians with the basketball needing a good start to the second half here to see if they can find to battle their way back in. Beautiful pass, layup is good. What a play there. That's going to be an early nominee for our What a Play Wednesday presented by Renaissance Bank. Renaissance Bank, understanding you, renaissancebank.com. That basket good for Madarius Hobson. And it's taken away by the Indians, as this was Porter that took it away. Now ICC with the basketball. They trailed 39-31. Kick it in and out. Smith with it. Now works it around to Hobson. Into the corner they go now. Back up top. This is going to be ICC moving the ball extremely quickly. Jumper is up in and good. Tyler Smith with his 5th point of the game, and ICC a nice start to the second half here. We said they need to get a strong start to the second half to cut into this lead, and they've done so far, opening on a 4-0 run. Jumper on its way is up in and good from Smith, and a quick timeout taken here by Pearl River. Timeout on the floor. Let's hear from Renaissance Bank, and we'll be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network. Indians trail at 41-33.
You live life on your own terms. You won't be told what you can't do, and we're here to back you. From the boardroom to the big stage, Renaissance Bank supports women striving for success. Because greatness isn't held to anyone's expectations, except yours. So if anyone says you can't, prove them wrong. Rise with Renaissance, supporting women and the communities they influence every day.
And welcome back out of that timeout. This timeout being brought to you by the ICC Indian delegation, reminding you it's time to take a timeout of your own and schedule a tour at ICC. You can do so by visiting iccms.edu. 41-33, 18 minutes to play now here in the second half. ICC trailing the number 2 team in the country, 41-33.
Let's go, ICC. Let's go.
So Indians with the basketball now. This is Hobson on the wing, works it over to Tyler Smith. Smith up top. Looking to go inside on the drive, drops it off to Doolittle. Doolittle lost the handle, but gets it back. 7 seconds now on the shot clock. Doolittle crossover, jumper is up and good. Doolittle step back and buries the jumper, and he knocks it down there as Doolittle, I've got him unofficially with 6 points in the contest. Makes it a 41-35 score. Pearl River now, baseline jumper is off the mark, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Brandon Brown. Brown has just been a rebounding machine for the Indians so far here in this contest. Had 7 at halftime. As ICC swings it around, Hobson thought about the 3, now drives inside, shot is up, bouncing around, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Pearl River. Oh, just a tough luck shot there for ICC, couldn't get it to fall. Now the Wildcats with the basketball, they lead 41-35, 17 minutes to play here in the first half. The winner of this game will go on to play Jones at 1 o'clock on Wednesday. As up and under move, shot is good. As that was Hardy. A couple of folks on the scorer's row thought that might have been a travel. I'm not going to say I disagree with them. Either way it goes, ICC with the basketball now, 43-35. Indians with it, being patient on the offensive end. 10 seconds now. Brown outside, they go to Smith. Smith with it. Going to have to hurry with it. Tries to feed it inside that time. Pass a little too hard and taken away by the Wildcats. Open the floor here for the Wildcats and throws it down. Hardy with back-to-back baskets. And the Wildcats have pushed the lead back out to 10, and the Indians want a timeout. 16 minutes and 8 seconds to play here. Full timeout. We're going to take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit, and take care of that check from Grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
And welcome back out of the timeout. 45-35 is the score, matching the largest lead of the night here for the Wildcats. ICC trailing here with 16:08 to go. This is the second game of the day. Jones won a thriller over host East Mississippi, as East Mississippi actually hit a game-tying three-pointer with about 7 seconds left, but it was called off after a double dribble call, and it was very questionable on that call, but called off by the officials. And then East was forced to foul, got a technical foul, and then Jones put it away. And that's who the winner of this game will get here. Doolittle's going to have to hurry. Jumper is up, back iron no good, and the rebound tipped around, and Pearl River finds it. Well, I tell you what, Pearl River's just long and lean, and they're tough once they get inside the paint like that. As they drive it back inside, layup is up and good. Good job trailing the play that time by Allen. Saw that ICC was asleep on defense, and he was able to get that shot to fall. Largest lead now is at 12 for the Wildcats. 47-35. ICC trailing it with 15-18 to play here. Indians need a basket in a big way this trip down the floor. Pearl River now has switched into a 3-2 zone. And then the ball taken away by the Wildcats. Open floor, layup is good. Back-to-back baskets now for Allen. And now Pearl River starting to separate themselves here from the Indians as the lead balloons to 19. ICC had cut it down to as much as 6 after trailing by 10 at halftime, but now Pearl River has answered with a big run of their own here. Again, Indians need a basket this trip down the floor in the worst way. Doolittle with the basketball. Works over to Brown. Brown eyes, tries, can't buy the three, and another nice block out underneath there by Pearl River. Pearl River, for the most part, has kept the Indians to one and done on the offensive end. Shot is up, no good, but there is a foul on the Indians, and that foul's going to go against number 3. This is going to be Trevante Doolittle picking up the foul. His first foul, team first foul of the second half. 14:31 to go here until the conclusion of this one. Almost said till halftime, but we've already played the first half. As this is going to be Hardy heading to the free throw line. Hardy taking his time. First free throw, good. Nothing but the bottom of the net there for Hardy. Substitution in the game here for the Indians is going to be number 15, Rance Champ, checking into the contest. Tyler Smith will check out. This substitution being brought to you by our friends at Cagle Eye Center. Set up your appointment by calling 862-EYES. That's 862-EYES. Cagle Eye Center, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics. Second free throw is good for Hardy. And now the lead goes 51-35. So the Indians, I've said this on the previous 3 trips now, need a basket in a big way. Well, now they really need something. And now Madarius Hobson with the basketball. Doolittle eventually gets in on the opposite wing. Swings it around to Brown. Brown driving inside, up and under. Shot is up, bouncing, and falls. Well, there's a big basket there, as that was Brandon Brown with the basket. His first points of the second half. 51-37 now is the score. Indians got to find some stops. Pearl River's been on quite the roll here over the last 2 or 3 minutes of this contest. Swings it back out wide. 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Shot is up, bouncing, and good. As that was Cameron Smith. Smith with the basket. So they call that a two-pointer, 53-37 with 13 and a half to play. Coach Pate switching the offensive set here for the Indians. Now Doolittle wanting to drive inside, trying to go baseline, spins, up and under, puts up a wild shot, bouncing, yes! Well, Doolittle just put that one towards the rim, and shooter's touch got that one to fall that time for Doolittle. Makes it a 53-39 contest now in favor of the Wildcats. Wildcats with it, trying to drive inside. Indians trying some help defense, and they're going to call a travel. Pearl River fans wanted to foul. ICC fans, however, got the travel call. Turnover gives the ball back to the Indians. 13:05 to play here. 53-39 is the score. Indians need to get on a surge here. Turn turnovers into points is what ICC needs to do if they want to fight their way back in this one. They trail 53-39. Brown with the basketball. Drops it off to Doolittle. Doolittle. They're giving him a lot of room to shoot that three, but he does not elect to shoot it. Now swings it around. This is Hobson back up top to Brown. Brown looks at the shot clock with 10 seconds. Doolittle, he wants to pull up the three-pointer. Yes! Doolittle. They gave him the room. He made them pay. His first three-pointer of the contest and the first of the second half for the Indians. And now here come the Indians trying to fight and claw their way back into this one. They trail it by 11, 53-42. Three-pointer on the other end for Pearl River. It's off the mark, no good, and it goes out of bounds. And the ball back to ICC. Substitution coming into the game. This is going to be Kendricus Carlton into the contest. Checking out is going to be Trevante Doolittle. Pearl River going to take advantage of that substitution to be able to jump in their press here. And now they're going to send in a substitution as well. This is going to be Brown back into the contest. And so Pearl River takes advantage of that break in the action to set up their press here. 12:19 to go in the contest, 53-42. ICC trailing in this one. And now they're just going to throw over the top of the press. Carlton with it. He's going to go inside. Layup is good. Carlton. Well, they call a delay of game. The ball actually never touched an ICC player. It was a Pearl River player that it hit and bounced away from, so they call a delay of game warning on ICC. There's no way that ICC didn't touch the basketball. There were three guys underneath the basket for Pearl River, and we're going to see if they're going to take that. No, they're not going to take that warning off, or are they? No, they're not. So the ball was batted away by Pearl River, and ICC gets called with the delay of game warning. Either way it goes, they were able to get that last basket to fall, were the Indians. That shot bouncing around, no good, and Brown gets the rebound. 53-44 is the score. Pearl River with the lead, ICC with the basketball. Brown with it now, swings it over. This is going to be Smith. Over to Carlton. Carlton dribbles it back now. Thought about driving, nothing there. Now swings it out. This is Hobson. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Hobson ball fakes. Drives baseline. Fadeaway jumper. Buries it. Hobson. Big basket there in ICC. Not going quietly into the night here. They trail it now 53-46. Pearl River with the basketball now. Swings it back around. Into the corner they go. Thought about the three, and then there's a turnover. Drug his pivot foot as he went to put the ball on the floor, and the turnover gives the ball back to the Indians. 11-12 to play here in the contest. ICC trails it 53-46. Indians have gone on a little small run here. They trailed as much as 14 in the contest. Have now cut this one down to 7. Brown with the basketball, trying to work off a screen. Pearl River switches off of it nicely. Now trying to drive inside. Good switch again there by the Wildcats defensively. Forces Brown to give the basketball out to Carlton. Carlton swings it back out. Hobson for three. He's fouled and count it! Mayday! Buries the three, and oh, there was very little contact on that shot, but the Indians catching a big-time break there. Wow. They call that foul on Roderick Brown. He'll have to check out, picking up his second foul. I'm saying this as an ICC fan, folks. I did not see any, if much, contact there, so a break for the Indians as they get a chance at a 4-point play here. Hobson to the free throw line. It's on its way and good. Mayday. Buries it. He's got 18 points now for the Indians. This a 3-point contest now, 53-50. 15 seconds now on the shot clock. Pearl River with the basketball. Wanting to make sure they get a good possession this trip down the floor as they've seen ICC shrink a 14-point lead to 3. Three-pointer is up in and good. When in doubt, call Cameron Smith out. He answers there for the Wildcats and buries the 3. 56-50, 10-16 to play here. Timeout on the floor, full timeout. We're going to take it with them and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
The longer a person has diabetes, the more likely they are to develop diabetic retinopathy. If left untreated, diabetic retinopathy can lead to blindness. That's why it's important for diabetics to have a comprehensive eye examination with dilation once a year. I'm Dr. Laurie Cagle of Cagle Eye Center in Fulton. We offer comprehensive eye exams to provide diagnosis and treatment of various eye diseases. Browse our large selection of frames available in prescription and non-prescription. Call to schedule your appointment today at Cagle Eye Center in Fulton.
And welcome back out of the timeout. 10-15 and counting here. ICC, who trailed as much as 14 here in the second half, now trail at 56-50. That timeout being brought to you by the ICC Indian delegation, reminding you time to schedule your tour of ICC. You can do so by visiting iccms.edu. Indians with the basketball now. This is Carlton with it, trying to go inside. Nothing there. Drops it off to Brandon Brown. Brown looking to go on the drive. Drives past the defender, goes inside, and they're going to call, wow, a charge. So with 9:47 to go here, I guess you could say they owed Pearl River one after they called that foul on the three-point attempt earlier. That really wasn't a foul there. Really not a whole lot of contact, more of a guy falling back. Said he was outside the box, but even still outside the circle, there was little contact. Kevin, that's one that I could knock you over if you were that easy to topple.
I don't know, I'm pretty muscular.
That's what I'm saying. You flopped. 56-50 is the score. 9:42 to go here in the contest. Wildcats with the basketball. You're seeing they're being much more deliberate now on the offensive end. ICC is falling back in a 3-2 zone. Baseline drive. Layup, though, is good. Nice, strong finish around the basket. Tay Hardy, he has been money for the Wildcats here in the second half. Lead back to 8 now. 9:19 to play here in the second half. ICC trailing the number 2 team in the country, 58-50 here in the opening round of the MACJC tournament at East Mississippi. The winner of this game goes on to get Jones in the semifinal round at 3. Carlton with the basketball. Of course, that game is at 3 on Wednesday. Smith's baseline jumper up, no good. Rebound is pulled down by Pearl River. At the end of the day, you got to look at the second chance opportunities and maybe even offensive rebounds for the Indians. They've been few and far in between, as there's a three-point basket knocked down there by Allen, and Allen now drills that three-pointer, and the lead quickly back to double digits, 61-50 with 8:38 to play here in the contest. Smith with the basketball. He's going to work it back over now to Hobson. Hobson's being face guarded. Into the corner they go. Tyler Smith wants to go up. His shot is partially blocked, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with, they're going to say last touch by Pearl River. Six seconds on the shot clock here for the Indians. So they're going to have to get something in and up in a hurry here. As Doolittle getting set to throw it in. Does so underneath. Carlton has it. Ball fakes, turns around. Shot is up, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Pearl River. Pearl River has just dominated the boards on the defensive side of the floor. Loose ball. Carlton takes it away. Kendricus Carlton goes in and tries to throw it down. Not there, but there's Mayday with the putback. He couldn't get it to throw. Oh, my goodness. Carlton trying to throw one down there, just couldn't quite get it to fall. Mayday there was to clean things up, and then he was fouled. And that foul whistle there on Kelvin Allen, as this is going to be Madarius Hobson to the free throw line. So Mayday free throw is up in and good. (61-51) is the score. That's 19 points now for Hobson. Second free throw, no. Iron unkind there for Hobson. 8 minutes to play now in the contest. ICC trailing 61-51. Jumper halfway down, no good. And guess who has the rebound? Brandon Brown. He's got a double-double tonight, 11 points, 10 rebounds so far in the contest. So now this is Brandon Brown looking to go on the drive. Nothing there. Now steps back for the three. Back iron, no good. Madarius Hobson with the rebound. Follow-away jumper from Mayday is off the mark, no good. Rebound loose on the floor. And they're going to say that Pearl River touched the ball while they were out of bounds. And so it will stay with ICC on the baseline. They're going to change the shot clock back to 17 seconds. Now they're going to put it to 20 now. And they do switch it back to 20. So ICC, the 20-second reset on the shot clock now. Ball on the baseline. Doolittle's going to have to throw it the length of the floor. And got to be careful when you've got Cameron Smith. He's long and rangy and might have been able to make a play on the ball there to take it away, but the Indians dodge a bullet. 7:25 to play here. ICC trailing by 10. Brown drives by his defender. Shot is up in the paint. No good. Rebound tipped, and Wildcats come away with it. Good look there for Brown. Just couldn't get that one to fall. Now here come the Wildcats trying to push things that quickly on the other end. Lobs it inside. Carlton slaps it away. Kick it back out, and the Wildcats reset now. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Good job defensively by the Indians to force them to reset it. They throw it underneath, and they're going to be a foul. It's got a little bit of a mismatch there underneath as they switched off the screen. You had the 6'10" Isaiah Marr being guarded by the 5'11" Kendricus Carlton.
They're coming to the basket, Swan. He's going to the basket.
So now Pearl River with the basketball. Three-pointer on its way. Good. Big three-pointer knocked down there by Allen. That's his fourth three-pointer of the game, and that's a big one. Push the lead back out to 13 now. 64-51. 6:38 to play in the contest. Doolittle trying to work off a screen. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Good. Doolittle buries the jumper there. Big basket for Doolittle. And ICC trying to hang around in this one. See if they can fight and claw their way back into this one and maybe close on a strong run here to pull off the upset. Into the corner they go. Pearl River with the basketball. Now drives inside, up and under. Wild shot is good. Timeout taken by the Wildcats. Not a whole lot you can do on that type of play. Just one of those you tip your hat and say, good play. 66-53, 6:04 to go here. We'll take a break and hear a word from First American National Bank and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
First American National Bank is a local bank. Our 10 locations are right here in Northeast Mississippi. Banking decisions are made locally by people who live here. It's been that way for more than 50 years. Our involvement in the community is important to us. That's where our roots are. Technology, it changes daily, but our community is what keeps us together. If you like high-tech banking, we've got that too. Follow the flag to First American National Bank, from Iuka to Tupelo.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
And welcome back out of the timeout. 66-53, ICC trailing Pearl River right now. 6:04 to go. So the Indians went on a pretty good little run to cut a 14-point lead down to 3. Need to find that run again here in the closing 6 minutes of this contest. ICC quickly moves it around. Ball fake on the three-pointer. Doolittle goes inside. No, kicks it back out. Quickly around the perimeter they go. Into the corner now. Thought about the three. Nothing there. Great movement defensively by Pearl River as ICC just could not find the shot they were looking for. 5 seconds now. As there's an air ball. Rebound to Porter, and Porter's hammered and fouled. And now we're going to have a discussion here at the scorers table and ask if there was a shot clock violation. So now the officials continue to talk this one over here. We do have the new rankings out in softball and baseball. Softball number 11 in the country, baseball at number 7. Those rankings coming out today. Thank you, Kevin, for looking that up for me there. So the official, or continuing to talk this one over, they do call the foul on Isaiah Moore, number 11. And foul was on 11, Isaiah Moore. And this is going to send Antoine Porter to the line. Pearl River was trying to say that the shot clock hadn't ran out. So free throw is no good, and I didn't really see what the shot clock was on. I know it was getting close to running down that time. The shot was put up, and the Indians did not hit any rim on that situation. Second free throw from Porter is good. So Porter hits 1 of 2 from the free throw line as we're back to action now. 5.5 to play here. 66-54 is your score. Pearl River with the lead and the basketball. Going inside, and a turnaround shot is up. No good. Tip is not there. 11 gets the rebound, up in and good. Well, that's what happens when you got a guy standing at 6'11". He's able to clean the boards up pretty easy there as he was able to stick that one home. And the Indians trail this one 68-54. So Doolittle with the basketball, works it over to Carlton, thought about the three. The Indians just being extremely patient. Don't know if you got that much time to be patient here. As now they kick it out. Three-pointer from Brown on its way. Short, no good. And the rebound by Isaiah Moore. Now here come the Wildcats wanting to get out and run. Drives inside. Layup is up in and good. Earl Smith with the basket. And now the Wildcats starting to stretch this one out. And full timeout taken here by the Indians. 4:28 to play here. 70-54. Wildcats with the lead. We'll take the break and hear a word from Sonic and be back with more right after this.
The Car Hop Classic for just $2.99 is the perfect 1-2 punch of flavor and value. Time that. You need a trainer to help you eat the burger?
Hey, stay out of this. Don't get in my head, man. There's barely room for me in there.
Hurry in and try quarter-pound double cheeseburger or 6-inch Philly plus tots for $2.99.
My mom never let me eat this much cookie dough.
What would she say if she saw you eating this big scoop cookie dough blast?
I don't know. Why ask her?
Don't tell your father.
Oh, naughty, naughty.
Hurry in and scoop up our new cookie dough treats. Try order ahead to get happy hour anytime.
You live life on your own terms. You won't be told what you can't do. And we're here to back you. From the boardroom to the big stage, Renaissance Bank supports women striving for success. Because greatness isn't held to anyone's expectations, except yours. So if anyone says you can't, prove them wrong. Rise with Renaissance, supporting women and the communities they influence every day.
And welcome back out of the timeout. 4:28 to play here in the contest. 70-54, Pearl River with the lead over your Indians here. Pearl River, the number 2 team in the country, number 1 seed out of the South. The winner of this game will advance to Wednesday at 3 o'clock to take on Jones. Join us tomorrow right back here on the Red Channel at 3 o'clock as we'll have the women's game. It'll be against Pearl River as well. This jumper bouncing around, no good, and the rebound controlled by Pearl River. At the end of the day, I think you're going to see a pretty staggering stat when it comes to the differential in rebounding here in the second half as Pearl River has just went to the boards and dominated on both sides of the floor. We've got a foul away from the basketball. I believe this is going to go against the Indians. Yes, it is, number 11. That's Brandon Brown, and that's going to be his third.
Get down! Get down! Going to the basket.
So Brown picks up his third foul. Inside 4 minutes to play now. Pearl River's going to back it back out, work a little bit of the clock here. So 70-54 is your score. This is Earl Smith with the basketball now, gives it over on the left wing. Inside they go. Up and under, shot is up in and good. Smith, he has been a load to handle this afternoon as it's now a 72-54 contest, and we've got a foul on the sideline here on Pearl River. And that foul's going to go against number 4. That's going to be Earl Smith. Substitution into the contest here for ICC. This is going to be number 5, Tyler Smith in. Number 11, Brandon Brown out. Don't imagine we'll see Brandon taking too much of a break here as he just picked up his third foul with 3:36 to play in the contest. 72-54, ICC trailing the number 2 team in the country, Pearl River, here in the opening round of the MACJC tournament. Doolittle drives inside, his shot too hard, rebound pulled down by Pearl River, and once again Pearl River just dominating the boards, limiting the ICC to one and done for majority of the second half. Wildcats with it now, trying to go on the drive. Cut off nicely that time. Now they're going to go to their weave-style offense. Ball was slapped away, nearly taken away by Porter, and now the Wildcats get it back. 12 seconds on the shot clock. On to the left wing they go with it. Inside they go. Lost his footing that time, and the ball goes out of bounds. Trying to feed it inside to Jamarcus Jones. Jones, who had position underneath, would have had an easy layup, just couldn't find the handle of the basketball, and it goes back to the Indians. 3 minutes to play. 72-54, Pearl River with the advantage here over the Indians. ICC needs to be a little bit more aggressive on the offensive end right now as they're being patient. But a lot of that is thanks to a tough defensive play out of Pearl River. Hobson into the corner they go. Three-pointer on its way from Carlton, and it's good. Excuse me, that was Rance Champ with that three-pointer. His first points of the contest. It makes it a 72-57 contest now with 2:25 to play. ICC want to try to come out and press the issue a little bit now defensively. Pearl River just playing a game of catch between the guards, trying to work the offense around a little bit. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Loose ball on the floor. Pearl River keeps it. Inside they go. Drive is up and good. Well, that's the reason why you're the number 2 team in the country. Plays like that, it looks like it's doomed to go. You're able to find a way to be able to get in and get the shot to fall. Porter with it now. He wants to drive inside. Puts the shot up and no good. So that foul's going to be whistled on number 4, Earl Smith. The officials trying to get Pearl River's players to sit down on the bench. Well, the game is actually on the floor, not on the bench right now, guys. As the first free throw short and no good from Porter. So substitution coming into the game here for Pearl River. Ahmad Arrington into the contest here for the first time tonight. 1:51 to go in this one as Porter will have the tail end of this 2-shot opportunity coming up here, and it's up, rattles around, no good. The iron unkind for Porter there as he misses on both. 1:45 and counting here as this one entering into the latter moments of the game. Arrington with the basketball, being closely guarded here by Trevante Doolittle. 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Driving inside lane, just opens up and takes 3 steps and gets the layup. Well, you give anybody 3.5 steps to shoot a layup and they'll be able to make it every time. 76-57 now is the score. Inside they go. Hobson kicks it out quickly to the corner. 3-pointer on its way. Back iron no good. And the rebound goes to Pearl River. 1 minute to play now as ICC trails at 76-57. I'll say this 76-57 final right now, a little bit more deceiving than this game was actually played, as Pearl River was able to stretch it out a little bit late here on us. ICC trailed as much as 14 at one point, cut it back to a 3-point game, and then Pearl River just took care of business from there, and we'll have a reaching foul called here on Doolittle. Remind you to stay tuned from the Renaissance Bank post-game report. We'll have some Sonic stats and more coming your way here from East Mississippi. There's 41.2 seconds to play now. And the Wildcats lead at 76-57. Wildcats driving inside, kicks it out. Open three-er is on its way. No way. Rebound tipped out, and they get it. And this is going to dot the I's and cross the T's as ICC just watched the rebound go around, and then they were able to dunk it home to make it a 78-57 contest. And that's all she wrote there, folks. This is going to wrap up the season for ICC. And ICC is going to dribble this one out. Your final score here from Scuba. The Indians fall 78-57 here to the #2 team in the country. But as I said, ladies and gentlemen, don't let that final score kind of reflect the way this game was played. The Indians came out and fought all the way to the bitter end before their season comes to an end here. We're going to take a timeout, come back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report and more here from Scuba. Back with more right after this.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you wherever you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
The Car Hop Classic for just $2.99 is the perfect 1-2 punch of flavor and value. Time, that! You need a trainer to help you eat the burger?
Hey, stay out of this. Don't get in my head, man. There's barely room for me in there.
Hurry in and try quarter-pound double cheeseburger or 6-inch Philly plus tots for $2.99.
My mom never let me eat this much cookie dough.
What would she say if she saw you eating this big scoop cookie dough blast?
I don't know, I might ask her.
Don't tell your father.
Oh, naughty, naughty.
Hurry in and scoop up our new cookie dough treats. Try order ahead to get happy hour anytime.
You live life on your own terms. You won't be told what you can't do. And we're here to back you. From the boardroom to the big stage, Renaissance Bank supports women striving for success. Because greatness isn't held to anyone's expectations, except yours. So if anyone says you can't, prove them wrong. Rise with Renaissance, supporting women in the communities they influence every day.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Renaissance Bank postgame report. ICC falls to the #2 team in the country, Pearl River, 78-57 here in the opening round of the MACJC tournament. And that brings the Indians season to a close. ICC will finish the season at 9-14 overall. Pearl River improves to 23-0. As we said, that 78-57 final, a little misleading for those that might have joined us late. Pearl River was able to pull away late. ICC trailed by 14 at one point in the second half, did make it a three-point contest, but was unable to pull off the upset there this afternoon. Let's take a look at some Sonic stats. These stats being brought to you by our friends in the Sonic in Fulton. Let's start with Pearl River. They were led in scoring by 16 points from Kelvin Alvin and Cameron Smith. Tay Hardy had 15 points, 10 points for Isaiah Moore, 9 points from Earl Smith. You had 6 points from Wilkins, 4 points from Brown, and Jarian Wilkins had 2. And it was a double-double performance tonight from Isaiah Moore, who had 10 points and 10 rebounds. For ICC, they were led in scoring by Madarius Hobson's 19 points. Brendan Brown had a double-double tonight. He had 11 points and 10 rebounds. Then you had Trevante Doolittle with 13 points, Tyler Smith with 5, Antoine Porter with 4. 2 points for Kendricus Carlton and 3 points for Rance Champ. Points in the paint, that battle was won by Pearl River 40-26. You have points off turnover. ICC wins that battle 22-15. Second chance opportunities, Pearl River takes care of that by the final advantage of 15-5. You've got fast break points in favor of Pearl River 11-6. And then this is the staggering difference here in the game today. Bench points, ICC was outscored 31-5 by Pearl River. On the game today, ICC shot 58% from the floor, 53% from 3, and 75% from the free throw line. For Pearl River, they shot 39% from the floor, 38%, and then 60% from the free throw line, at 38% coming from 3. So that's going to do it for today's broadcast of ICC basketball here on the ICC Sports Network. Before we sign off, we do have to give a final salute to our sophomores on the men's team, Kendricus Carlton. And you've got Michael Crump, Trevante Doolittle, Rance Champ, Jeremy Miller, Madarius Hobson, and Shamar Brown all played their final game in the red and blue this evening here in Scuba. We wish those guys the best of luck going forward, whether it be basketball, continuing their education, or entering the workforce. We do wish our sophomores the best of luck there as well. We do want to remind you we'll be right back to action here tomorrow at 3 o'clock as the Lady Indians will take on Pearl River. That'll be coming your way right here on the ICC Sports Network. You can tune in there at 3. For Lee Adams, this is Adam Gore saying so long here from East Mississippi. Your Indians fall and the season ends after dropping a 78-57 decision to Pearl River. Best of luck to the Pearl River Wildcats as they continue in the postseason play. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon here on the ICC Sports Network, 3 o'clock. Lady Indians taking on Pearl River here from Scuba.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.